Turning 100 years old is rare and an accomplishment worthy of a grand celebration. So when one of Chicago's premier architectural showplaces hit the century mark this year, the city of Chicago threw a bash worthy of kings and queens in honor of a historic building that's come to be known as the People's Palace.
I think the people deserve palaces. Yes, I do. I'm interested in buildings which try to proclaim the dignity of a visitor. I have another one to take a picture over there. Oh, I forgot to wind it. I don't know how to use cameras, but... It's a grand building. It's majestic, and the size of its windows, the gigantic windows, right? There was an emphasis in the brief on light. It's stated as the first thing which the commissioners thought were important is to have this building penetrated by light.
One of the interesting things is, though, it's about the building. We're learning 100 years ago, it wasn't one, it was two entities trying to put a building together. One was the public library, and the other one was the Grand Army of the Republic.
This was another huge reading and reference room.
When we came in 91, there was nobody in the building, not a human being, just people asking where the books were. So then we decided, well, we'll just invite everybody. Anybody who wants to come here and have something, and they can't afford it, we'll just let them do it.
And the more you say you love it, more and more.
Actually, we did the Broadcast Museum. We didn't know how we were going to fill the building in 91. The Broadcast Museum was looking for a place, so they were really our first, what you would call, tenant, except it's more like a collaboration with them. Then the Senior Citizens Renaissance Center, which is a public agency, took some of the space for their center. It happens to be the only senior citizen center downtown.
5, 6, ready, here we go, right.
They tell me that I might be able to use the shoes I've got on. I've already met a couple of ladies, Dorothy and Rita has a reputation of being really a good line dancer, so I'm going to be watching her.
Inside, go forward, triple step.
Do you think I'm getting it?
Right with the heel, it's right and left.
I think this is the most wonderful thing that's happened to Chicago, this cultural center. I'll be darned if I can understand, what I'm supposed to be experiencing here. Am I supposed to think of, I'm in the middle of two ponds? I mean, it's weird, it really is.
The people of Chicago have always thought that this building, for some reason, belonged to them, and still think so.
We welcome you now to Preston Bradley Hall in Chicago's Cultural Center for another Dame Myra Hess Memorial Concert.
And they come here for everything.
Oh, these turn around.
the anniversary of this building, we have a birthday party every single day of the week. Today was Julie Andrews' birthday. Everybody loved it. It could be your birthday, so you can come and celebrate your birthday with all these other people.
So raise your hands, all the runners from Belgium. If you could raise your hands.
It's a tourist attraction.
Do you have any other questions?
Yes, I'm also interested in the history of the L. I work in London, but I live outside London, a place called Bedfordshire. So having a bit of money to spare at the end of the year and wanting to come back to the States, I made Chicago one of my destinations.
Take that free loop train ride tomorrow, that's going to give you a history.
The tourists are really much more interested, I think, than anyone else. They come up and see the domes. Since '91, the rumors were rampant that it was going to be torn down when the library moved out.
My mother, a number of years ago, in the 60s, at one time they were going to tear this building down, demolish the building, and she said it should.
So they were talking about
This building.
tearing it down, and then she was the movement behind it.
Right.
That's what Grandma said.
Every family has a child who brought a picture home from school when they were in first grade that they put on the refrigerator. You know that. People care about the arts, and they particularly care about their children being exposed to them. It's just that if you have one place where everybody feels welcome to come in, I think that's a wonderful thing for a city to have.
The Chicago Cultural Center is located at 78 East Washington Street at Michigan Avenue and is open 7 days a week. For specific hours and program information, call area code 312-346-3278 or just simply dial Fine Art. Now, if you're planning a big party or wedding reception and are interested in renting space at the Cultural Center, here's a number to call for that. Area code 312-744-6630. Please be sure to call during regular business hours.